Om Sri Gurubhyo Namaha Harihi Om. Om Nityananda Paramashivoham.
Dhyanandam Paramasukhadam Kevalam Jnanamurtim Dvandvatitam Gagana Sadrisham Tattvamasyadilaksham Ekam Nityam Vimalamachalam Sarvadi Sakshibhutam Bhavatitam Trigunarahitam Sadgurum Tam Namami. Nityanandam, welcome back everybody to the 7th session of the Guru Gita Jnana Ganga, Quenching Your Thirst with Guru's Grace. This is Sri Nityananda Charana, one of the temple priests here in Kailasa in Los Angeles. Nityanandeshwara Hindu Temple is where we currently are. My name is Sri Nithyananda. I'm an ordained Nityananda Yoga Acharya, and we are both disciples of His Divine Holiness Sri Nithyananda Paramashivam. And this series, we're diving into the Guru Gita, revealing and understanding some of the deep truths that Shiva passed on to Parvati, and also translating these teachings that Shiva has revealed into the modern day teachings that our Guru is teaching all of his disciples as well. Yeah. So today we're diving into the 64th verse. This is the 7th session. If this is your first time here watching, don't worry. You can jump in at any point and just sit and learn and try and digest these very powerful teachings and auspicious words from Shiva himself. Yes. Yeah. And so today we're jumping off at verse 64. Maybe you want to read the pramana first, and then I'll do a little translation of the 3 words that we're going to be emphasizing.
Yes. Yeah, I first chant this sloka, then you can. Chaitanyam Shashvatam Shantam Vyomatitam Niranjanam Nada Bindu Kalatitam Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha.
So in this verse, there's 3 important words that we need to understand first, and that's Nada, Bindu, and Kala. So I'm just going to give a brief understanding of what those words are. Nada refers to the primordial sound from which all the creation has emerged. It is also known as the Sabda Brahman, or the Omkara. In its transcendental aspect, the Brahman is incomprehensible. So Nada is hence the first manifestation of the unmanifested Brahman. Bindu is a subtle dot or a point from which all creation originates and into which the entire creation ultimately dissolves at the time of cosmic dissolution. And then the 3rd word is Kala. Kala denotes a part. There are 16 Kalas that constitute the essence of creation. They emerged out of the unmanifested Brahman, and it is due to these 16 Kalas that Brahman manifests itself into the various diverse forms. We won't dive into, maybe I'll just read out the 16 Kalas. There's Prana, life force; Shraddha, which is faith; Akasha, which is space; Vayu, which is air; Agni, fire; Apa, water; Prithvi, earth; Indriya, the senses; Mana, mind; Anam, food; Virya, virility; Tapa, austerity; Mantra, which is hymns; Karma, duties prescribed in the Vedas; and Lokas, the realms; and Nama, names. So these 3 words, Nama, Bindu, and Kala, were the main aspect of this pramana. Yes. And the translation I'll read out, and then you can dive into actually reading or telling us what the depth of this meaning is. Okay. But the translation of this verse is prostrations to the Guru, who is beyond the stages of Nada, Bindu, and Kala, and who is the personification of the supreme consciousness, which is eternal, blissful, and beyond the expanse of space, yet spotless.
Yeah, actually the whole universe has came from the sound energy that is called Om. That is what he explains, that Om, and everything it resolves into a dot like Bindu. And then all in that, there about 16 kalas, like prana, the life energy, and all the other kalas which you read in the Panchabhutas, like five elements. All these, the Guru Tattva or Guru is beyond all these things. And he is the embodiment of that super consciousness walking on planet Earth. So that way we have to prostrate and worship him. And he's above all. That's what this is saying. He's above all this.
Beautiful. And so the kalas, that's all that exists in the universe. There's no, like, these 16 parts is all that exists, correct?
Yes.
There can be no other substance that was created or anything like that?
Yes.
Okay, and Guru is beyond all of these 16 kalas?
Yes, 16 kalas.
Okay.
Yes, he's beyond that.
So that visualization as well, when Bindu was described also for me, just seeing the Big Bang happen out of this, this little pea-size object, which is what modern science is saying. Like the entire universe comes from this little pea-sized object. It explodes and expands, and then it also retracts into that same little pea. That for me, I saw as the Bindu. The Guru is beyond all of that.
The Guru Tattva is above all these things. Because it is equivalent to Brahman, that is not comprehensible. That is, you can't, with these senses, organs and all that, you can't, you can only imagine what it is, what it can be, but you can't experience that state of the Guru. And it, avyakta, inexpressible actually, the whole thing. That Tattva is divine. Divinity is usually in many Gita slokas also, they say that after crossing all the births, whatever you attain, that is the Brahman, that is highest consciousness, and which you can't comprehend with your five senses and with your knowledge or anything. It is above all these things, all pervasive things.
Awesome. I love that.
But through the approaching a Guru who is realized and will be constantly in that state of samadhi, through him only you can understand it. You can through him it can be, the grace will fall on you. Through his grace, you will attain that higher consciousness.
Beautiful. Let's jump to verse 65.
Nirgunam nirmalam shantam jangamam sthirameva cha vyaptam jena jagat sarvam tasmai Shri Gurave namaha.
Prostrations to the Guru who is beyond attributes, who is immaculate, who is ever blissful, and who pervades the entire universe, comprising the movable and the immovable.
In addition to this movable and immovable objects of the whole universe, he is a nirguna and gunatita. Nirguna means there are three gunas. Usually they say that rajasic guna, tamasic guna, and sattvic guna. So the Guru Tattva or the divinity is beyond all these gunas also. But everything you classify into this, even food items also, they say rajasic food, tamasic food, sattvic food. And even the divinity is also rajasic, tamasic. Like Vishnu is described as sattvic, and tamasic is Rudra, and rajasic is Rudra, and tamasic is Brahma. So those way, these are the attributes of the, classifying the whole thing into noble attributes are three gunas. They say guna, they call it gunas.
Okay.
So these Guru is beyond this, about this Guru Tattva, the divinity which you experience is beyond all these gunas. That is called nirguna. Nirmala means peace, peaceful, and shanta is also peace. Nirmala and jangamam sthiramevacha. Vyaptam jena means he is all pervasive, jagat sarvam, in all the worlds. Tasmai, that is the embodiment of that unimaginable, formless divinity is the walking personality, Guru. So awesome. That's what he says in this.
Beautiful. Let's go right away to verse 66.
So for you, here this says that Sapita sacha me mata sabandhu sacha devata samsara moham nashaya tasmai Sri Gurave namaha. See, for any human being, your knowing will start from your mother. Mata. So Mata is the first guru for you. He will teach you what it is. And then you will know your father. And father will teach certain things to you. And Bandhu, then Bandhu means your relatives, uncles and those things. Then they will come into your awareness. Then so Guru is the embodiment of all these three. And you will be taught about the divinity, the Devata. That means beyond this, what is there? Your mother will teach you what is divinity and what is how to do puja or learn some sloka in the early stage. So when you are starting verbalizing or talking, she will teach you the first guru. So for everybody, first guru is mother. So, and then you will be jumped by the age grows. You will be jumped into the samsara maya. When many will teach, you'll be in a matrix. You'll be absorbed into the matrix of the world.
So you're saying other beings become your guru as well?
Gurus are professors, teachers, friends, everybody. Not gurus, they are inspirations for you.
Yeah.
But you are in some sort of maya. That's what he says, that samsara moha maya. But the guru is embodiment of all your gurus, that your mother, he is a guru. In your guru, your mother, father, and the relatives and everything, and very close friends in the guru, and he will relieve you from all these delusions. So that's why you have to prostrate. That's Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha.
Oh, beautiful. So the translation that I have is prostrations to the Guru, who destroys the delusions caused by the cycles of births and deaths, and who is my father, mother, relative, and God.
Yeah, he is your father, mother, relative, and God. Yes.
Beautiful. Verse 67.
Yat sattvena jagat satyam yat prakashena bhati tat yadanam dena nandanti tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha.
Prostrations to the Guru, by whose existence the world is existing, whose light illuminates the world, and by whose bliss everyone is happy.
Yeah. So the Guru is the truth which you perceive. That's it. Satyena satyam, jagat satyam. You will be in his world, in the Guru's world. Once you surrender to him, and he is like a mother and father. He will take care of your things, your matters. And he will see all these things. That's why he is the light of your life. That et prakashena bhati tat. And you will enjoy when he is bliss, when his presence and with his grace, you will feel so blissful. You will reflect his things in you.
Yeah, and I can think of countless occasions where we would sit with our Guru. Swamiji would just be sitting there in like samadhi and just sheer bliss, and whether we'd be doing kirtans or just sitting and meditating, chanting Mahavakya, seeing him blissful really is like you just resonate to that frequency. It's a very powerful experience that you can't put into words on that one either.
So in my first experience when I did a program with Swamiji in nearly 2004, there is one old person. He is 65, 70 years old. He already undergone the bypass surgery. But in the presence of Swamiji, he jumped and danced. He jumped and danced, and I really wonderstruck by the experience of seeing him. And he didn't forget. I mean, he never thought he is a patient or he is a heart patient or nothing. And even his wife is wondering, my husband is jumping in front of him and dancing.
Wow.
And we used to have a dance sort of thing at the end of the program. So they put a lot of beautiful music and with a rhythmically in front of the Enlightened Master Swamiji, people will dance. Dance with ecstasy. Dance is the one which will take you above all this mind clergy which you have, the shame, who is looking me, let all these things will take you out of it. And it will put you in sort of a blissful state. And you experience that moment of bliss inside in you. That way, people, actually many masters earlier also, they will ask you to dance. Dance with, it is not imitating, using one guru and thinking about some cinema actor and dance. It's not like that.
Yeah, no.
But out of your thing, you are dance.
Self-expression, yeah.
Some expression you dance
Yeah.
from your heart.
Yeah.
That, and that too in presence of the master.
Yeah.
That will really gives a good imprint on your system.
For sure.
That I danced really.
Yeah.
That of thing.
Yeah. There was moments at the beginning where I would notice the resistance to dancing.
Yes.
And I would kind of continue to put myself in that space. And the more and more I did it, dancing in front of Swamiji, it was just like sheer liberation. And just all these different patterns are just completely pulled out of you because of being in that space while he's sitting there in bliss.
Actually, according to the Shastra, this thing, dancing is one which will put you in a lot of bliss.
Yeah.
We can't move the body without that bliss. You will be completely, then it will be expressed through your body completely.
Yeah.
And but with the rhythm, the music, with the songs, and the presence of the master, who is he is radiating that no thought zone continuously.
Yeah.
So that presence, and people will dance. That is the, actually Swamiji explains that in some of the talks, Krishna Leela. If you see, the Gopikas dance around Krishna.
Yeah.
They love him like very much, and when he comes, simply they dance. They dance without any sort of shamefulness, and all that is simply gone.
Yeah.
And you feel so blissful, and you dance. So that is the experience that you experience with Swamiji.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Let's go to verse 68.
यस्मिन्नित्यमिदं सर्वं भाति यद्भान रूपतः प्रियं पुत्रादि यत्प्रीत्या तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः.
So the translation goes, prostration to the Guru, in whom the entire universe exists, whose light illuminates everything in this universe, and by whose grace one receives love from his son, wife, and his kith and kin.
Yes, that is, if I explain, there is a god like Venkateshwara in our Hindu religion. This thing is Vishnu, the embodiment of Vishnu. When Vishnu is a god of love, when you meditate on him, you radiate that love.
Okay. Yeah.
You will radiate love. Whoever you meditate or you do, you fall for like a guru, his character will reflect on your system. Like most of the Vishnu devotees will radiate that love. The way this explains that you will be your wife will have see in you in some special love. This thing, that relation bonding, your children and all this will rise. That you will experience that that dimension within you, that you are radiating, the love will happen around.
Beautiful.
That is the way. So that's why he says that Priyam Putradi Yatpritya Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha. By worshipping the Guru's form and be in a state of bliss continuously, you will have beautiful relations and develop beautiful relations around.
I can say, even from my own personal experience, my Sakshi Pramana, that's kind of how my life's evolved. Not that I didn't have beautiful relationships before, but ever since meeting Swamiji, the people that have come into my life, they are so divine, so radiant, and they really do reflect a lot of those characteristics that Swamiji has and that he's infusing into all of his disciples. And that's the beauty of Sangha as well, being around Sangha. You're around your Guru, really, in that space.
There is a great experience to be in the Sangha, like created by Swamiji. And all people are loving him, and he is the master for all the people, and all came from different backgrounds, physically or spiritually or whatever way, but all mixing and realizing this Guru Tattva and learning their lessons from their, quenching their thirst through the grace of Guru. So if you are in an association, you they have developed very good
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah, and some uncommon, I mean, look at you and I. An uncommon relationship maybe, but it's beautiful. That's how Sangha works. We all have that same, like you said, that same thing in common, which is our love for Guru.
Yeah. And I think the thing is, Swamiji is promoting many of the people who want to be vegans, who are vegetarian, and who want to live this highly super conscious life.
Yeah.
To come and settle in Kailasas.
Yeah.
Different part of the world.
Yeah.
And only thing is, some things like you should be vegan and sattvic, first thing. Like that, some rules are there, but you are all welcome. That is why he is open to the whole humanity to come and enjoy the space of that Kailash, where no non-violence and peaceful living, and no kindness to all the animals and all this thing, and vegetarianism, and following the traditional procedures of these thing, relations and all that, based on the Hindu Shastra, then you are all, everybody is welcome.
Yes.
So that is what Swamiji says, that community living.
Yes, yeah.
Actually, he says that here in this sloka, he explains about Jagra, Swapna, Shushupti, that we are aware of. Like you are in a waking state, deep dreaming state, and deep sleep state.
Yeah.
But Swamiji explains about other state also, that is Turiya, where you are not completely in deep sleep, above deep sleep, but you have no thoughts. And that is what constantly enlightened master will be in that Turiya, fourth state. That he explains, and Swamiji explains about a lot of other 11 dimensions of 25 25, what is it?
25 states of consciousness.
States of consciousness.
Yeah.
And videos are there. People can watch and understand. But once you surrender to the Guru, the disciples' dream state or waking state or deep sleep state, you will be completely monitored or verified, can be verified by this master. He is a Sakshi Bhuta. He is a witness for your states of these three.
Okay, so is that why it says, or Shiva says, the Guru is the essence of life, empowering our mind, intellect, and senses?
Yes, empowering. Because many examples you can take, like your master will come in your dream and say, "Hey, I'm waiting for you, please come." Like that. So many, you can listen to that. I mean, many people are very deeply connected.
Yeah.
Will have Swamiji colorfully coming in their dream.
Yeah.
And giving instructions. And giving lot of experiences to them through different, all these states, whatever they can understand. And pull them to the higher consciousness.
So, also, could you maybe elaborate a little bit on the Guru, whom we experience, he's the cause basically for our experience of waking, dreaming, and deep sleep. How is Guru the cause of those three states of consciousness?
The thing is, once you have surrendered to him, Swamiji or the enlightened master is completely fully knowledge, having wisdom, and ready to shower his things on the people who are seekers, true seekers. So when you are surrendered and be around the master, he will certainly knows that what you are thinking, what is your current process, what is your state, and what is it. And that way he will create situations around you. And the master will create situations around the disciple so that you will learn from it and rise up, and constantly take you to a higher understanding, higher consciousness.
Yeah, I can say that's my experience there as well.
Yes.
So with that, we'll end the session here. That was verse 69, so we'll start off on verse 70 next time around. Yes. Just as a reminder, all of these different teachings that Swamiji is revealing to us, whether it's the 25 states of consciousness, we talked a lot about unclutching recently as well, the sattvic diet, the various different aspects of living a Hindu lifestyle, the Charyapada. These are all freely available online. You should check out his discourses. Yes. If you have not yet seen his YouTube channel, it is filled with, I think he mentioned last night, like 20,000 hours worth of content
Yeah.
So there's
He's
tons.
saying only if he's talking about unclutching, about hundreds of 100 videos
Yeah.
nearly are there.
Yeah.
You can watch them. It is few you watch, you know how to be in a state of unclutching.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's what-
And so we highly recommend checking those out. And of course, if you want to dive deeper and you've been participating in these sessions up until now, you know we've been talking a lot about Paramashivoham as well. We'll leave a link in the description for that too, paramashivoham.org, where you can actually get initiated into this lifestyle and embrace the Charyapada of living the lifestyle of Sanatana Hindu Dharma.
Yes.
So with that, we'll end this session here with the Purna Mantra.
Okay.
Look forward to seeing you guys in the future sessions.
Om
Purnamadav Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Tat Sat. Sarvam Bhagavan Sri Nithyananda Paramashiva Paduka Paramastu. Om Nithyanandam.